So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he is not going anywhere. They force him out of bounds, a loss to open this game.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Now, it's Lawrence. Open man is Horton. It's Russ. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. It's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Red on red. Hey, Soko, 11, again.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Fred Warner. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd down. Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down. The Niners use the first of their timeouts.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Corey working now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey.
Once again, it's Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
3rd and 6.
Hey, go! Son, it's a touch! Here we go, check it out. Check it out. Hey, Jupiter!
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. Still run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be brought down to 45. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Throwing on second down is Purdy. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Third down and 9. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, 49ers.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this.
And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. On the return, here comes Horton. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 7. To throw. Lawrence. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Hey, Lions!
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Seahawks.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, hey.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown San Francisco. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They go play action for Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now give to Walker, running right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working Lawrence. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
On the red. Hey, tomato. Hey.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second and 10. Down behind the line.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
It is third and long.
Go, go. Hey, Lion, Lion. Hey, Jim, set. Hey, Jill.
Comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
To Garendo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Hey, easy.
On the ground, it's Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's for the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Set to go now on first and 10.
This is 24. Done. This one's done.
Lawrence now. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's going to be a dynamic best play. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's gonna be quick. I know you made it in the show before. You know the muscle catch you run with. Get done with. Jump quick. You going from the dog with the bump.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. Play action now. Purdy moving to his left. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Rough to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And will move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. play fake. Now it's Purdy. He's going to run it. The ball comes out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
That one downfield, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. Straight ahead, it's Walker, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 88 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks get back in it. It is 21-7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 44. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Guerrero. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 35 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
On play action, here's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And he's into the end zone yet again. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will extend this third-quarter lead.
Seahawks 7.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, run!
Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jair Brown on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is 3rd and 6.
Take front. Easy. Here we go.
Now here's Lawrence. Slant. Smith and Jigba has it. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, hot.
Once again, it's Walker. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Son. Go.
Throwing is Marks. The pass rush gets hold and he goes down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 33-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey. Danger. Done.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up third and real long.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Now the rookie out of Oregon, Jordan James. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 39 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A tight end in motion now. They keep it on the ground with James. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
They'll go play action with Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Purdy. Throwing the out route. Now Ayuk has it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
That's good.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Darnold to throw again. Well, here down the field will fall incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
this complete. It's Kupp again. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Darnold now to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Myers now to add the PAT. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Niners take over a first down team at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that pass.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
At the 26. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. He'll try it now with James. He's got the first down past the 35, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.